because I was happy with my initial surgery results, but I wanted to get some additional depth in my vaginal canal, and also, you know, it was an opportunity to just kind of like touch up the aesthetics a little bit. I am very fortunate in that my insurance was covering everything, so in that regard, that made the decision to get or not get the surgery kind of a no-brainer. Because, of course, if your insurance is going to cover it, then that makes the decision calculus a lot easier than if you're having to pay $30,000 out of pocket. Right. So after the first procedure in 2020, I was out of work for about 8 weeks. I tried to go back earlier and then realized that was a big mistake. During recovery, I was in bed for most of that time. If I wasn't in bed, I was, you know, in a recliner, and just getting lots and lots of rest, lots and lots of painkillers, lots and lots of dilating. Sitting was uncomfortable. It was long and boring. I spent a lot of time playing games on my Nintendo Switch. But yeah, I had people at home that were, you know, helping take care of me. Like if I had to go through recovery alone, that would have made the process so much harder. Yeah. Comparatively, after going through and having my revision done, it's been 6 weeks now. I actually just went back to work this week. And so much easier this time. And I think that kind of makes sense. There was a lot less healing that needed to be done. Not as much was getting reconfigured as was last time. I found that a lot of my soreness went away much quicker. I didn't need as many painkillers as often. All in all, it was much easier the second time around.
Was there anything different?
Well, again, we mentioned earlier that part of the reason for coming in to get the revision was because I wanted some additional depth in my vaginal canal. And in that respect, that made dilation different. After the revision, I remember when y'all came in to help me with my first dilation again, I started going on my own, and then the surgical assistant, technician, whoever, I forget her name, who was helping me, I got in about as far as I was used to, and then she kind of pushed my hand in a bit further, and that was a very weird sensation. But it feels good.
Great.
I like it. I definitely like having the additional depth. And I'm definitely very, very satisfied with, coming in to get the revision.
Great.
I think it was a really good decision. Absolutely.
Okay.
We can have a conversation about, gender dysphoria and really if we go back to the initial, procedure, when I woke up after my first round of surgery, there was just this clarity. Prior to surgery, it was kind of there was just this level of background radiation of static, just always interfering with everything. And suddenly I just woke up and it was gone. And it's really, it was night and day. And I took some videos back then, just kind of little video blogs for Facebook. Just saying hey everyone, I'm okay, and oh my god, I'm so happy that I did this. I like to swim, not competitively or anything, but swimming is a lot better nowadays. It's great. And then since doing my revision, again, just things feel like they should. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I am, shall we say, very sexually active. Not right now, since I'm still 6 weeks out of surgery, but I do. I may or may not have gotten it was my birthday a couple weeks ago. And one of my friends may or may not have gotten me a new rabbit vibrator. And I did some penetration with like toys and strap-ons.
Okay.
I'm a lesbian. Now, granted, like I have dated non-op trans women and, so yes. There were some issues that I had where things were kind of overly tight. And again, this is part of why we had the revision as well. Things were kind of tight and I didn't feel like I had as much depth as I really wanted, so that would be as good as it could possibly be. But external stimulation, excellent. Mwah, chef's kiss. Highly, highly recommend. Things that I wish I knew ahead of time. Don't believe everything you read on the internet. There is there is so much misinformation out there about these surgeries. Your vagina cannot heal shut. It is not an open wound. There's so much received wisdom that is just like out there because of transphobes and all this other stuff. It's, if you're getting bottom surgery, you're going to have a vagina and it's going to be very normal. Like that's something that my partners have all told me is like, Kat, your vagina